Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, my name is Vin and I document my journey building a business in my 20s. So being an entrepreneur, my days are vastly different. Some days I'm in my bedroom apartment from 7 to 6. Other days I'm traveling. Other days I'm hopping into the city, seeing clients. And this week is filled with all of that. So I'm starting the week off in my office that's downtown that I'm finally getting a chance to work out of. I yet to have Wi-Fi, so hopefully my hotspot works. But we have a bunch of calls today with some prospects and some clients, about 5 calls back to back to back. And then we are heading into Manhattan for 2 main reasons. One of our clients, Settle, actually is doing a pop-up at the Pop Up Grocer, which is like basically the Irwan of New York City. So we're gonna visit that. We're gonna check out their pop-up. We're gonna order, I think they have like a special matcha or smoothie that we're gonna get. And then later tonight, I have an event that I got invited to for Roku, which is like the TV streaming service. I don't know what that's gonna be about, but I definitely try to say yes to things like this. It's great to meet brands and other influencers. And then later tonight, we were hitting one of my favorite restaurants in Manhattan, 12 Chairs, to meet up with my buddy, John Henson. He's a talent manager, so I'm gonna ask him all the questions that I possibly have about managing talent. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a long day, so let's get it. For us to handle the payments, which is no problem, I just wanted to see if you guys had any questions on your side. We're trying to do that now for all of our clients, just for this exact reason, because we have multiple creators with multiple brands, and it just gets a bit confusing. I think we're like 80% of the way there. All right, we just got another order for our Keep Creating hats. Let me give you guys a little up close. We designed these, honestly, a while back. Keep Creating is the slogan. The first drop that we did completely sold out, and we ordered another round of hats that honestly I haven't really promoted yet. The goal here is to kind of passively sell the hats and then give them to prospects and clients. So I gotta pack up this order. All right, not too bad. That's one order that needs to go out.
Collaborating with them because they are a launchpad for founders, and so are we. So just wanted to.
Obviously, you're attending the event. I think that could be just a really cool video. You're doing a lot of like, I don't want to call it lifestyle, but it is the more of like, hey, I'm an entrepreneur trying to grow a business. Like, this is what's going on in my day. All right, we are sending a contract out for $32,000 on a 2-month agreement. We are going to use that budget to recruit and source influencers. For this particular client, it's going to be in the HR space, which I think is one of the first campaigns we're running in the HR space. So I'm actually really excited about that. Got a merch sale and we got a contract going out for signatures. It's a good day. You have those other folks that we have, and I think we have, we're starting to now chip away at adding some like really great AEs, like those ICs, which is great. So I'm for that. What we can do, the reason I brought this up, this slide right here.
Especially if we start to get them to post, let's say twice a month or once a month, but we have them for 6+ months.
All right, just wrapped up 5 calls back to back to back. We're gonna pack up here. I have to drive back home, basically just swallow my lunch and then head out to the city. I'm trying to catch a 1:25 train. It is 12:42, so we gotta get moving. It's gonna happen. I actually knew this was gonna happen. But I fucking knew it. Is your boy's gonna rack up parking ticket? That's one thing that's gonna happen. So this was 2-hour parking in this spot. It was gonna expire at 11:30. It's now 12:40. I was gonna pay on my phone like as it expired to like hurry up and pay again, and I fucking forgot because I was in back-to-back calls, and they got me. They fucking got me. All right, had to stop at the home office real quick. I have to run to catch the train, but we did just get a contract signed for $30,000 for an influencer event. It's gonna be in June, and I believe in Atlanta, that we're gonna be co-hosting and co-planning. And of course, with every signed deal, you gotta play some 50. Cause I'm a motherfucking PIM. All right, my mic died unfortunately, so I apologize, but I'm heading over to Pop Up Grocer. One of Creatorbuz's clients, Settle, just did this pop-up event where they're basically taking over the store from now till basically mid-May, and they created like a signature matcha drink. They have some shelf space for some of their clients, and so we're gonna go check this out. Look at this rat, holy crap. I don't know if you saw that rat. Dude, the rats in New York are insane. Here's the branding from the outside. Emerging brands grow fearlessly with Settle, proudly partnering with Pop Up Grocer. So that's like the first activation that's outside, and we'll check out the rest of it inside. Oh, this is crazy. Protein seasoning? That's nuts. just left Pop-Up, got the matcha drink. Now I'm headed over to Chelsea for Roku's event, which I don't even know what to expect here, but anytime a brand invites me to some sort of event, always a good opportunity to meet with the brand, the agency, and the influencers.
He wants to go.
All right, it is Thursday morning. Today we're heading back into the city for more events. It starts off by going to Sarah's house to record another episode of our podcast. We're gonna be talking about the first 90 days at a new job and how to stand out. Then I'm gonna be heading over to one of my clients' default's office to do some work. We're gonna go together to an event that Tango is putting on. It's like a RevOps event with some other go-to-market leaders, etc. Then straight from there, I'm going back to the Pop Up Grocer for Settle's event tonight. So they're inviting a bunch of CPG brand owners there, and it's gonna be like a cocktail hors d'oeuvres type of an event. But before we even head into the city, we have a handful of calls with some clients that we need to make sure we handle first. Yeah, so what's needed on your side for us to kind of like make it official? I think he'd be totally fine with it. Let me just double check with him, but I think he'd be totally fine. If that's like the main thing that you guys are concerned about, like I think he has flexibility there. All right, right now I'm calling an influencer to see if he would be flexible on usage rates. Yo, dude, I just was chatting with. He's like, I think this is a go. He's like, I need to prove this within my budget. And he's like, I'll give you an answer the latest by tomorrow morning. And he said the one thing that they need flexibility on, which I assume this would be no problem, but I don't want to speak on your behalf. But he said that you have like 30-day usage rights, and they want to run a lot. If they're going to spend all this money, they want to like be able to run ads with it. So he wanted to see if you were open to like 90 days usage rights. Yeah. All right, we are back in Manhattan, heading over to Sarah's right now for our podcast. I'm right outside Madison Square Garden, and they're setting up for the Knicks playoff game tonight, so maybe tonight I'll try to stop by here and check this out. It's gonna be mayhem. The game's gonna be right up here on the screen.
You're so comfortable, but I have to be knowledgeable to sit like this.
Yeah, I know, I need to sit better actually
because my double chin, like, I don't know, when I sit back, I'm just like, everything's relaxed, including my chin.
All right, we have made it to the end of the week. We have made it to Friday. I had an you guys saw, I had an insanely busy day. I think I covered like the entire stretch of Manhattan in one day. It was insane. I wound up doing a really bad thing last night though, guys. Really, really bad thing. I Ubered home. And the reason I say that is because Ubering home is like $100 Uber from Manhattan back to where I live. And dude, I couldn't even I was riding so many subways yesterday and so many trains, and I felt like I was waiting around and running around, and I didn't eat anything all day. And it was about like 9 o'clock at night, and I was like, I can't even just fathom the thought of riding another subway to the Penn Station, to waiting in Penn Station and taking the train home. I'm eating the Uber cost. So $100 Uber cost. I'm not proud about it, but anyway. But we do have some good news. Last night I just got a contract signed. This is for a 2-month campaign that we're going to be running. It's about $12,000 in it for us. With a company in the LMS space, to be short. So pretty excited about that. We have the kickoff call next week. And when the contract's signed, you got to play some 50. All right, so I got a bunch of calls coming up the rest of the day. I'm going to end the vlog here. If you've enjoyed this vlog, comment below. Let me know if you want to see more behind the scenes of what it looks like to run an influencer marketing agency, to also be a creator, and everything in between. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.